Hello YouTube, SentinalhMC here. Welcome back to, well, it's not ShadowChapter Let's Play, and that's because my brother couldn't record with me today. For today. He had to go into work real early because he works at a winery now, and they're starting to bottle it up. So that sounds pretty cool. But anyway, what you're looking at here is the progress that I made on the house during my Tuesday live stream. Now, that wasn't very successful, basically because no one really knew when it was going to be happening. But from now on, I will be live streaming every Tuesday at 5 o'clock for at least an hour, usually probably 2 hours. So yeah, Tuesdays, 5 o'clock, that's Eastern time. So yeah, check that out in future. So this is what I did. I added on this porch. So I built up with cobblestone this extra structure here, floored it, and then added this nifty staircase, which I like. I got this style of banister from a, let me start this timer. I got this banister style from a castle video that I build that I found on Planet Minecraft, and I quite like it. With the upside down stone brick stair, the cobblestone wall, and then the slab on top. And then I added this roof here, which I sort of gabled in the front to give it a bit of an extra interesting look. And then I added on this extra bit of the house because the whole real point was to increase the size of the house. And so I added this on. Basically, we've probably more than doubled the size of the house, and we've definitely doubled the square footage. So I tried to grab some footage off of the Twitch stream and stick it up for today's video, but the music I was playing, which was a classical compilation, was actually copyright. So there were several songs in there that got copyright strikes on them. I tried to fiddle with it, but I decided not to. So in this video, we're going to finish this part of the house, or at least get it to the point where it's an actual finished building and not just a roofless thing. I don't know how that cow got up there. He was like really climbed up there. So anyway, you can still go onto twitch.tv/SentinalhMC and you can watch the Tuesday stream. There are actually two, because I streamed a bit in the mid-afternoon, and then I streamed a bit more in the late afternoon, although there was a 15-minute section that was really laggy. But for the most part, it went really well. So you can check that out. I don't know how long they'll be up there. I don't know how long Twitch keeps those. But for now, you can go on twitch.tv/SentinalH, and you can watch the live stream that happened on Tuesday. I hope to see you on next Tuesday's live stream. Should be a lot of fun. So, with this roof, with this bit of the house, I was inspired by some images I found on Google Images of a Renaissance house, Renaissance style home. And so I decided to add gables to this section rather than continuing with the sort of barrel roof, because of course it looks nice when you have multiple different types of roofs on the same building. It adds more interest, and especially when they're going in opposite directions, it definitely makes the building look more interesting. Let's see, I've got 15 oak wood planks. I think I need more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that will be enough. 3, 6. Put this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. So I made sure to build this part of the house to the same height so that the roofs would line up. Just makes it a lot easier, and the roof ends up looking nicer when it lines up nicely. So when we get to an intersection like this, I just can break this and then put it back in. Back before they added the curving stairs, I would have put a full block there. I'm definitely gonna need more of these spruce wood stairs. Ah, stop that. So, what to talk about? I'm thinking of playing StarMate again, so that might come up in future here, because they've added quite a bit to the game, and it looks really really neat. Because they added these rails that you can basically use as like to compare it to Space Engineers. So like they have the functionality of pistons combined with rotors combined with minecart tracks. Pretty awesome. So I might try that out some more. I'm never really very good at that because, although I do have a couple of StarMate videos up of building with those tiny blocks. Yeah, that was nice. It's much easier to build large ships using the large blocks from Space Engineers. But you can get a lot more detail off of the small blocks. That should be enough. And I have enough dirt. Never doubt the usefulness of dirt when it comes to building things, because it's the best scaffold. Alright, so let's hop up here. Okay, so first things first, we add the stairs to the underside of here. The middle bit gets a full block. This is how I like to do my gable roofs. So that's the standard gable roof. Alright, but I wanted to do a little something different and make this bit more interesting. So what we're also going to do is make this bit here a second gable. So we break the block that's directly above this window. We replace it with a full block, and then we use our spruce wood stairs to create a second gable that comes down like that. And it needs to have another one on the end. And there we go. So that just breaks this roof up a little bit and adds a bit of interest. If this was even a bigger roof, it would be an even better idea to do that, because it adds a bit more interest to this side. Do I have my shovel still? Yes, I do. I went through quite a few tools in the live stream. Figured out how to make raw iron tools, which are a bit better than iron tools. Yeah, I like that. Can't get that dirt block, so I don't really care about it. Yeah. What was I? Oh, I was climbing on that that vine. I was like, what the heck's going on? So yeah, it's pretty neat. Now one thing I may end up doing is dragging some roof along here, just to kind of break that up, but I might not do that. See, if this porch roof actually extended one block further, then I would like drag it out across this front, but it doesn't. So I don't feel the necessity of doing that. So now that we've got that, we have to do the same thing on the other side. Although I don't think I'll do the double gable, because there's really no point. You won't really be seeing that side of the roof most of the time. Come on, door, stop it. That was being really weird. Right. So don't you guys worry, ShadowChapter's coming back. We just couldn't record this time. Hopefully Silentia will get a computer soon, so that if my brother can't record, he'll be able to. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Gotcha. Up here. And we will finish that off. I had one spruce plank left. Excellent. And that's what we want. Looks good. Okay. So now, back inside. Now you have to drag the roof across. I'm still not 100% on whether I want. I do kind of like this cobblestone wall. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. I'm not 100% on it. Oh, and I need to grab some stone brick stairs, and I want to put some stone brick stairs like that for like footings. I always like doing that. I did that here, but I hit it a little higher. Just adding stairs and extra details where you can. It always is nice. Do I have any more smooth stone? No. I still haven't. What's this up here? Alright. Of course, one of the benefits of adding onto the house here is we can move some of our stuff over here. We can have a lot more room for stuff. And Welty can have more room for his Soundcraft in the upper floor. Alright, saw. Give me some planks. It's almost broken. I don't really know how to fix those. Alright, 48 stairs. Definitely not enough. We'll see how far we get. Back up here. And I'm going to make this a balcony. So this roof on the porch will double as a balcony. I'll put some fence around it. And that's why I left this hole here, although it's 3 blocks high and only needs to be 2 blocks high, for a double-sized door to get up there. So I'll put fence around it. And then we'll have a little balcony. And that'll be nice. Didn't plan on that, but after I had the roof of the porch where I wanted it, and I came up here, I'm like, oh, since the roof is so flat, I could have this as a balcony. Okay, so this stone brick here is the chimney for the blast furnace. I don't need a chimney like this, but I wanted to do it. I think it's cool because it makes it makes sense to have that. So we're gonna end the roof right here because this is gonna stick up and through it. So that'll be a thing. Want to get some more stone brick together. Now this is where we have the spruce wood slabs. So we continue this part of the roof here, but now we have this bit here where I think the best course of action for this part of the roof is going to be a full block of spruce, and then we can have the half slabs come out here because they'll line up with the spruce wood stairs of the next level. Yeah, see, that works out well. So you always got to kind of figure that out and find the best transitions. So that looks good. See, the transition continues. Yeah, definitely like that. The problem with building these roofs when you have your scaffolding inside is you kind of cover up your scaffolding and you can't get back up on your roof. So I'm going to have to make some scaffold on this balcony. So that is another section where it stops. And then when we bring this across, this is the first one that can go all the way across. And we'll be building up this chimney to the height of the above the height of this gable, so that the chimney is a prominent feature of the roof line. This is feeling like a Let's Build video. Kind of like that wizard manner we couldn't ever finish because the server went down. But yeah, so this 3x3 will probably come up to a certain point, and then we'll go into like a 4. I don't know. Let me put some cobblestone in the furnace. It's going to take longer than this video has runtime to actually cook up the stack, so we won't be getting to it. But we'll chuck it in there. If you haven't seen it yet, I put up the an ElectriCraft tutorial video, and I hope to get into ElectriCraft soon in the ShadowChapter series. ElectriCraft, of course, very powerful for sending your shaft power around to places. Oh, this axe only has 1 hit left. I need to make another axe. Oh, I have an axe. I have my wrought iron axe right here. So what I want to do is I want to bash through this wall so that we can see where it ends up. the other side. And I also want to break through here to see where it ends up. And how much room, if any, there will be at that height in this other section over here. Oh yeah, there'll be a decent amount of space. Yeah. Once we pull some slabs across this section up to the chimney, I think. And on this side, we might just leave it with a view of the roof, which we'll decorate a little bit. Of course, I have to put stairs on the underside of this roof. We may or may not put stairs on the underside of this roof just to have more room. When you have upper attic space like that, finishing out the roof line underneath it will greatly reduce your usable space. So sometimes you got to decide just to leave it as blocks so that you have more usable space if you want usable space in your roof line, which I think we do. Excuse me. So this will be an interesting consideration, whether I leave this wall here and we have those sections separated and I have another staircase in this area here, or whether we continue it through. So in order to get up to here, you have to walk through there. So we may move the beds and have an actual bedroom over here. This would be a good place for the bedroom with a balcony on the end. So I'll give you an idea of my thought process, just sort of thinking through what might be neat to do. I want to make some oakwood slabs. Why did I want oakwood slabs? I already forgot why I wanted oakwood slabs. I think I wanted them for... No, I didn't want oakwood slabs. I'm stupid. Can I put them back together? Yeah. Let's put them back together. That's not what I wanted. I wanted some sticks. No, broke the saw. I wanted to make some fences. Just to start the fence for the balcony. Just so you can see it. And so I can see it as well. Well, I can't quite. Here, let's break this. We don't need these anymore. Go up that high. All we need is to get to that level. So 13 fences might not be enough. No, it's not going to be enough. But the idea was to drag them across at this level. Ooh, very nearly was enough. I only need two more. So we'll go out front and we'll see what that looks like. I think it'll look fine. I'm still debating whether or not to leave this porch as wood or make it into cobblestone. So let me know in the comments what you think about that, because I'm open to suggestion. Oh goodness. Oh yeah, that still looks fine. Yeah. I actually think I like seeing it just behind the roof line. Although you can't quite tell it's there unless you look at it. But it kind of breaks up the line. See, it adds a bit more interest. Since it's a block back from the end, it adds an extra level of depth. I like it. I don't tend to use fences for decoration as much as like Shin does. Like if you're watching Shin's Build the World series, or even Rule the World series, he uses a lot of fences, just like wrapping them around buildings for decoration. And I don't tend to do that because I don't really like the look of it myself. I tend to use fences quite sparingly. I tried using fences here on the porch, but it didn't quite look right. Alright, so let's go around and plop down these stone brick stairs. I always like to put stone brick footings. We won't do it over here because the stone brick footings are only at this level. So we don't need any more actually, because the other side of the house is higher up than the front. What if we go around to the other side here? This is a bit of an interesting one because what I should do is I should put down a stone brick and then the stone brick stair. Yeah, that works. Alright, so I really like the way this house is coming out. It's actually quite nice. So you can see a good takeaway from this is the fact that no matter what you start with, you don't have to have a design in mind. You don't have to have a look in mind for a house like this. from the moment you start building it, because we had just that one bit of the house for the longest time, and that was our full house. And then I just decided to add on to it, and it's so easy to just add on a section. And as long as the individual sections look good, so I was happy with the way that first section looked, and now I'm happy with the way the second section looks, and it merges together really well. So as long as you're happy with each individual section that you add on to your house, you can create a massive sprawling house, and just by adding on small sections like this. I think it's the best way. I think it's unless you're reproducing something you have a reference photo of that exists in real life. I think one of the best ways to build large houses like this is just to build them in sections. As you gain more resources, just add on. Now this section of house doesn't look all that huge on the inside, and it isn't, because this takes up a lot of space, but it's nice, and we can easily in future add on extra bits on this side and that side and wherever. And it's going to be great. So that's all the time I have for this. ShadowChapter normal ShadowChapter service resumes on Monday. Between now and then, I'll finish the roof on the house, and we'll have it all ready for prime time. So remember to follow me, twitch.tv/SentinalhMC, to catch my Tuesday streams. Every Tuesday, unless otherwise mentioned, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing Minecraft, Space Engineers, whatever game you want, whatever game you want to see me play, we'll do it. So it'll be a great time. So yeah, check me out then. So that's all for this episode. Stay tuned for future episodes. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.